Hey, NASDAQ. We get the best dope on the markets. We're going to talk cattle today, cattle and hogs. And I'm going to come back to this chart here, okay? This trend line right here. As a matter of fact, here, we'll do it. We'll do this one right now. This is just another tool. I just happen to be looking at long term in the cattle here. All of a sudden, we sold off pretty darn fast here, and we've been going sideways for a long time. Okay, now we're going to import some cattle apparently. So anyway, you take this trend line here. That's a monthly here. Let me go to a weekly. Let's see how that played. Here. Yes, right here. Okay. Here, you got over it. They use it as a pivot. Be mindful of these powder blues because that was last week's low. We just got under those puppies. Okay, but we came up here and challenged this. This was 2 weeks ago. Okay, this was Friday. Today is Saturday, August 15th. And this was 2:30. Okay, now let's go to a daily chart just for schnikes and giggles. Okay, so this comes in here right now. It's going up. Okay, so here it was a little bit lower. Here it hit. Okay, here it played. Okay, it's the low for a day, and then Katie bar the door. Okay, here it is the exact low. I don't remember here. Hang on a second. Let's go back to that. That's in June. Yeah, that's in June. Okay, now let's go to a. I'm just because these are the same patterns. Okay, these are the same patterns. So I don't care if you're trading. Well, I'm not going to say SpaceX because there's no history to that. Okay, but whatever chart or investment or speculation you have. So here's how it played this month. Okay, and today we had another one here. Okay, enough for that lesson here. I'm going to close that chart out here. Let's go look at here. This is my main chart, okay? And this is what I was looking at here, okay? To see how serious this break is going to be. Let's see if we could just take off that horizontal trend line. Okay, so we came here. Here's the high back in 2014, 170, call it. Okay, and here we are just under 220. Okay, so, and this is a monthly. Okay, so you can see, here, let's go to a daily here. Okay, and it doesn't matter what this is here, okay? The red moving average right here is the 50-day. You did not get a chance in this particular month. You might have in the front month. Okay, and this is how we've been playing here this week. Okay, so last week we came down here, hit this powder blue. That was exact 222.75 right there. You can see it highlighted. Okay, and here you can see we had the breakouts, but this is the thing of beauty here. This is a trend line from here to here. It's not in this particular chart here. That doesn't look like it takes the low here. But here you played it here. Here you played it through here. And here you came up. Okay, here you just absolutely hosed everybody. But you came right up here to a monthly settlement price, say. Okay, you can see it's highlighted. This was highlighted ahead of time. Okay, and then you come spike down here, you come right back here. Here's where you play that trend line again here. This was up at 228 and a half, whatever that was, 28.45. It was, oh, that's right, here. And we look a little bit closer here. Now look at how much I'm, 28.44. Okay, so that high was exact. Okay, so you had two numbers right there. This one's at 60. This is 2 days later because this happened on Tuesday, I believe. 7, 8, 9, 10 was Monday. 11 is Tuesday. So that's a little look at the live cattle here. We did come into some areas here. Okay, now the August contract just went off. Look at this. We came back and closed right. You know, it's like somebody's trying to save this market. You don't keep the price up. Okay, funds were long as of that Tuesday. We're still long 38,000 of these live cattle here. Okay. Let's go look at feeder cattle here. This is the March feeder contract here. I had an olive buy here. We went down there 2 weeks ago. We bounced up to this one. You could go from olives to greens. It did not happen on this particular occasion. Okay, this closed under here. This 307.50 is going to be really pivotal. So is that low right there. Call it 306 even, so going forward here, because this is another breakout here. And I've been positing this week on my market comments, well, how about the funds get short into December, and then they let all that cheap Mexican cattle come in here, on top of the tariff, although they might not tariff those. So I do not know about that. So then anyway, this is where we are. This is 2023's high here at 270. Okay. If, this is an area here. That was nice. This was an olive line sell up here. It was pretty darn good. These are ACK feeders here. Look here. Let's just look at this here. Okay. This is an apex. You got an upward sloper, a downward sloper. They both come in here right around 236. Okay. That other one's right underneath there at 04. And the black, I hope this, let me move it over a little bit. Okay. These are your numbers in ACK feeder cattle. Okay. So you got something here. And you know what? I should have another set of numbers here on the way down. Hang on. Okay. Get your pencils ready. This is ACK feeder cattle. This is spot. Okay. Let's throw some volume on there. Okay. Oh, look at this. Biggest volume day right here. Right here. We gap lower and we just sat. Okay. So to me, that tells me the funds were probably selling big. Okay, and people were buying it off this low here. That's why this is really important here. 23.27 right here. See it highlighted right there? And then right here. This is going to be, you know what? Now here's something for you. If we were to gap higher, I would buy these because maybe then we go higher. Okay, but that's just going to be a place where the algo's, and listen, the reason you have to have a stop is because you don't know if that algo is going to accumulate it or we get back under here and go down. And if you were looking to, well, never mind. I'm gonna save my opinion. If you need anything, oh yeah, let's go look at hogs here because hogs have been going the other way here. Okay, these are hogs, October hogs. Okay, so you can see we're coming around to a level here. Here we got under this level by a little bit. And right back up here, this is going to be a big area. You got to get over this right here, 82 even. What did we have up there? We had something. There was something else. Oh, you know what? It must have been in the August up at 103. We had these powder blues. They went up there for 2 days to sell, okay, because we ran up there fast. So if we run up to my levels fast here, those would be put somewhere where if you were looking, for example, to sell this rally up in this level here. Okay. Otherwise, one might be if you're picking a bottom here. These would be a couple of your numbers here. Don't even sit this out. You don't even. Although that's only $1.30. So which is about it's $400 a dollar or a penny, and so so that'd be about less than it's be $600 stop. If you put it under here, but you might even that's what it is. You need something. Email me, ARP@NASDOG, or head over to NASDOG. You want to support something like this, and it can be in anything. Bonds, crude oil, of which I've been saying drill, baby, drill forever. All right, thanks for watching. Always use the risk stop to stop the risk. Paper comes in a big seller. 81 even start trading him on a 79 start trading. You got 79 trading him on once again 78 start trading. 6s are trading.